Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast. Today we will be listening to Act 2 of the Rural Utah playset that we started on Wednesday. So without any further ado, lean forward, tense up, and get ready for Act 2 of Zion Curtain. Let's play Fiasco. Alright, our tilt elements for this week are paranoia, what seems like dumb luck isn't, things are afoot, and guilt, a showdown.
This is Bishop Rifle Youngblood, and through unforeseen misunderstandings, I've been called in front of the elder council of my ward for reasons thus far unbeknownst to me, but that I mean, I'm sure it'll just be to talk about the bake sale.
Yes!
So, well, it's really nice to see all y'all here today. Thanks for calling this a meeting. I mean, it's pretty unorthodox for you guys to call a meeting and not me. But I appreciate you guys inviting me here. And what's going on? What are we talking about today?
Randolph, would you like to begin?
Thank you, Elder Bum Kitty.
You're welcome.
Bishop Youngblood, what I need to talk to you about today, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I will
just
speak
spit
louder.
It out. Just spit it out.
Louder.
I mean, you can swallow it if you want. That's fine. Somebody else can talk.
Well, that's kind of what we want to talk to you about today, Bishop Youngblood.
Yes, I'm glad you broached the subject for us.
We've been hearing some disturbing rumors.
Very disturbing.
Disturbing rumors.
Yes.
Thank you, Councilman Skeksis.
Yeah.
Skeksis?
And we've been hearing some disturbing rumors about your proclivities in the home place.
Yes.
We just got those hung the other day. I mean, if they're the wrong kind of shape, I mean, I didn't go through the homeowners association, but I mean, I think our proclivities meet the requirements for being in the neighborhood. I mean, I don't understand
Rifle.
what the problem is.
I've known you for a long time, so I'm gonna be straight with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be straight with you.
Okay.
Yes, straight.
Okay.
Straight.
Okay.
We need to talk about your gay lover.
That's right.
You're a gay lover.
Thank you, Councilman Skeksis.
I mean, that's kind of an older way of putting it, but I'm glad to hear my wife is happy and satisfied.
No, we're talking about the man that you have sexual intercourse with.
Yes.
Well, I mean, my love for Jesus is not like that, guys.
We're not talking about Jesus.
Not Jesus.
We're not talking about the planet Kolob. We're not talking about the angel Moroni. We're not talking about Joseph Smith. We're not talking about Joseph Heller.
We're talking about your craving for man flesh.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
right,
do take
Councilman
the.
Skeksis.
I do admit when I was younger, and I'll open this up to you because I trust you. You're right. I did take the communion, but that was a family thing. My family was born and raised Catholic, and they raised me that way. So when I ate the flesh, so-called, of man, that was against my will. I've repented.
Bishop Youngblood, we're going to stop beating around the bush. You can't be chugging cock in Salt Lake City. You are a bishop of the Church of Latter-day Saints.
We funnel millions of dollars every year into local governments everywhere trying to abolish the
chugging of cock.
The chugging of cock, to put it as
that's
Councilman Bum Kitty has.
I completely understand. I mean, really, I've gone to these hen houses and I've seen so many cocks running around being slaughtered at the Kentucky Fried Chicken and all of these places, and we should not be eating them.
Bishop
they are
Youngblood,
used
I gotta
for
say,
reproduction,
I'm
and it's supposed to be the hens.
the feeling that you were being intentionally evasive about this and invasive.
I'm not evading anything. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm trying to.
That's exactly the problem.
That is the problem that we are referring to, Bishop Youngblood.
I just suppose I don't understand. I just suppose I do not understand.
Your lovely wife, little Kitty Marzella, I don't know why I call her Little Kitty. I call everyone Little Kitty Skeksis. I don't know why I call you
Rudolph,
that
I've
either.
known you for a long time. That's an old nickname. That's fine. I'm not offended.
She brought us a fairly disturbing VHS tape.
Was it Varsity Blues? Because I never did quite understand how all them fellas could hang out together like that without some sort of sin or sexual repression going on. I just didn't understand it.
And that's exactly what we're talking
Yeah,
about,
again,
Bishop
Oh,
Youngblood.
if you
Bishop
want to talk
Youngblood,
about
you're-
Varsity Blues, I got a great sermon coming
we
up.
don't want to.
No, Bishop Youngblood. I
We
really
do
gotta
not wish to speak of Varsity Blues.
Thank you, Councilman Skeksis.
Councilman Skeksis.
I think it's a fine
appreciate.
microcosm of American society these days. And
Bishop
the
Youngblood, what did we
travails of
just
the-
get done saying? We do not, NOT, want to talk with your mouth about Varsity Blues.
That's a shame.
The James Van
I'm just
Der Beek
saying
film.
that's a shame.
When I agree, but this is not the time nor the place.
All right.
We have
Okay.
supper clubs for that.
That's true.
All right, Bishop Youngblood, we're just going to have to get right to the point. We have a sexuality reassignment camp down near Zion National Park. We will be sending you there for a 3-month intensive course, and we will straighten you out literally and figuratively.
I just think that's fantastic. Those misguided creatures, those young men who are in those camps, they need all the help. They need all the support they can get. As a God-fearing man, as a gracious member of the church, I would love nothing more than to go down there and spend some time with those fellas and help them get on the right track.
Bishop Youngblood, I know you're thinking right now this is going to be a 24/7 fuck fest, but it's not.
Well, I know. I'll see to that. I'll make sure. If I'm the proprietor of this
Yeah, you
particular
will.
establishment,
Let
I
me
will
just
make
stop
sure.
you right there. You will not be the proprietor. You will be a patient. You will be fitted with a cast iron cocksock as soon as you arrive.
It's a technical term for it, actually. It surprised me, too.
Yeah, you will be given. You will be given 5 to 7 DVD box sets, depending on how many are available, of straight heterosexual man on top, get it over with quick porn. And
Very little eye contact.
Very little eye contact. No music. Very little lighting.
A sheet in between.
Gentlemen,
No soft
I'm-
focus.
Yes.
That's
now,
right.
I have you know that I am a respected and established member of this community, that my ward, that you are all members of, look to me for guidance, support, counsel, and advice. Now, sending me away to some sort of rinky-dink gay sex rehabilitation clinic is not going to stand, because these allegations that you're making towards me are untrue. And if I need to, I will go to the press. I will call the Salt Lake City Bee, and I will call the New York Times. And I've got friends all over the place. I know
Bishop-
people in Hollywood. I
Bishop-
will call Ryan Gosling on the phone right now,
Bishop
and
Youngblood.
he will get Alec Baldwin on this case.
Bishop
and
Youngblood.
he will come, and he is the head of the Film
Bishop
Actors Guild.
Youngblood.
He is one of the most prominent fags in Hollywood, and he will come out here
I
and he
will-
will make
Councilman
sure
Skeksis, Councilman Skeksis, get the cattle prod. Get the cattle prod.
I was about to say I'm about to
the cattle
ask
prod.
the
Of
elite
course.
Mormon commandos to come in here and detain you, sir.
this will not stand.
Um,
I will rise again. I will rise again.
I will.
You are deep within the tabernacle now, boy. No one can hear you scream.
Bishop Youngblood, I would remind you that we own the Salt Lake City Bee, and the New York Times is run by Jews, so nobody listens to it.
Thus is the way of the world now, boy.
Thank you, Councilman Skeksis. Frightening, terrifying, and accurate as usual. Please load him into the van.
Elite Mormon commandos, go.
DeLoyal Solomon is establishing with his nephew over the broken records and music player and the transformation of such material into a cross, and then putting the cross up on the door and then hanging a Brooks and Dunn poster behind said cross in the true fashion of Salt Lake City. All right, so this is DeLoyal knocking on Verl's door. Poor. It's going to go poorly for me, for DeLoyal. So, Verl, you in there?
Yeah.
Verl, can I come in? Can I talk to you real quick?
Just a second. Gotta put away these lycanthropy books. Okay, come on in.
Verl, you look pretty beat. How you doing there, partner?
Oh, I got I'm working on a few things. I'm a little tired. I got some things I got to take care of in the next day and a half or so.
Oh, what's the rest there, partner? Where's the fire? So
none of your business. What do you want?
Well, I suppose that's fair. Well, I was thinking about things in my life have been going kind of south of the border, so to speak, lately, and because of that, I'm starting to realize what's really important in life, and that's sticking by kin, and you're kin by God, and I just want to come by and apologize for maybe overreacting to some of your hippy dippy music and preferences, and I just wanted to apologize to you, and
Okay, so are you going to replace my stereo?
Well, I wasn't thinking about that. I mean, you can always use my stereo. You talk about a fucking stereo. You gotta be kidding me.
Your stereo is like the Sears console model from 1963. Like, that's not going to do me any good. I can't play my tapes. I can't play CDs. And the only vinyl I have is the Fish Special Edition release.
Well, I don't know about that. How about you go get yourself a job instead of staying at home all day listening to this goddamn music all the time?
Okay, apology not accepted, asshole. Get the fuck out of my room, muggles.
Out of your fucking room. This is my fucking house, buddy. All right? Your dad dropped me off here, and I'm supposed to be looking out for you. And you're 25.
My dad dropped you off here?
Fucking...
That's weird.
You know what I fucking mean, Verl. Don't you fucking backtalk to me, you son of a bitch. All right?
All right, you know what?
I called you Ken earlier. I don't know if I mean that.
Yeah, apparently you don't. You know what? This is your fucking house. You can fucking have it, buddy. See ya. I'm out.
Well, fuck you then. Adios, motherfucker.
All right, so Verl DeMarfin is angry as hell. He was only able to grab two Colonel Bruce Hampton and the Aquarium Rescue Unit cassettes before he ran out of DeLoyle's house. And so that's all he's got. And they're not even the good ones. They're studio tapes. And so he runs over to Sherm's house, and he's steaming mad. And it's going to go well for him. Sherm. Sherm. Sherm, open the door. I need to talk to you, man. Sherm, open the door. Sherm, open the door. Sherm, are you okay in there? Sherm, open the door.
Oh, hey, Verl D.
Sherm, are you okay?
I was taking a nap.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to wake you up.
That's cool.
My uncle, man. I'm so sick of it, man. Can you listen? You have access to all to the yard, like all the lawnmowers and the leaf blowers and the weed eaters and all that stuff, right? At the Parks and Rec, right? Because you have to use all that stuff, right? So do you have keys to where that stuff's stored?
You said like 8 sentences. Yeah, I got a key to the garage.
Okay. I need some gasoline.
Whatever for?
Well, I don't want to tell you too much because if things go wrong, I don't want you to get in trouble, but I need some gasoline.
Are you huffing?
If that's what you want to believe, Sherm, then yes.
Then no, I'm not going to give you any gasoline.
Well, I'm not huffing, Sherm. All right. I'm going to burn down DeLoyle's house. No, I'm not going to burn down DeLoyle's house. That's too easy. I'm going to hurt him worse than that. I'm going to burn down that bishop's house that he's fucking.
What do we say about the F word?
Well, you said something about the F word, and I just kind of nodded. I'm going to burn down the bishop's house that he's
Fornicating.
he's having sex with him.
Okay, that's all right too. Well, you know, Verdi, when I get real mad, sometimes I just like to sing a song to myself about being mad.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Could you sing it to me?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know how it goes. I'll join you.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Watch my feet.
Uh-huh.
Got real mad at this guy. Hope he ends up gut shot and dies. I'm so mad. It's good harmony.
I listen to a lot of Fish.
Can't you see? I hope it burns every time he pees.
Well, I feel better, but I still want to
When
burn.
I'm angry. When I'm angry. I'm sorry, I did that weird. I sing this song. You got it, mother. I didn't say it. I got excited. I sing this song to the world. You sing that song real nice, Verdi.
Well, you taught it to me, Sherm.
I know.
Now can I get the gasoline?
Well, yeah, you can.
All right, come on. Let's go to the garage.
Cool.
Go into the garage. Go into the garage. Go into the garage.
Hey there, Space Cowboys. Your old pal Sherm Buckle is establishing. He has decided that on his journey to the garage to get gasoline for his old pal Verl D, he will run into his heinous boss, Marzella Youngblood. She's heinous. And she will be upset with him about the ways in which he has hung the flyers around town. It will end poorly, motherfucker.
Go to the garage. Go into the garage. Go into the garage. Go.
Sherm, what are you doing here?
I'm singing the Go Into the Garage song.
I didn't ask what you were. Why are you here at the garage right now
'Cause
after working hours?
Did you hear the song? We're going to the garage. That's what we're doing.
Did you hear me ask why?
Oh, I'm just getting some gasoline for my friend Verl D here.
No, I remember I just needed to borrow the leaf blower. Remember?
No, I don't. I distinctly
It's
thought you
Sherm,
said
I
gasoline.
need to talk to you for a second. Please, can I?
Oh, here's the key,
have a
Verl D.
moment?
Thank you, Sherm.
You're welcome.
Sherm, so
Talking to my boss.
Sherm.
It's gonna be
Sherm, look at me. Look at me. Focus.
Talking
Stop
to
singing.
the boss.
I'm talking to you right now.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Hey, so those flyers that I told you to hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about him?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you why you hung them up kind of behind other flyers so people can't see them. And there was some around town that you hung upside down, and you didn't really hang some up. You just kind of like threw them on the ground a little bit, and so the birds started eating them and everything. And the birds were shitting them out, and so birds were shitting flyers. And it's been a whole mess. And so people are going to be there when this park opens because nobody's seen the flyers because I asked you to do one job and you couldn't do it right.
Marcella,
Yes, Sherm.
you know what my favorite TV show is?
I don't really care right now, Sherm. I want to know why
It's
why
Murder,
you did
She
that.
Wrote.
Cool. That's a good show.
It's
Not gonna lie, I like that show.
I feel like it contains a lot of really important life lessons. One of which is we should always maintain a sense of mystery. If people could just walk up and see the flyer, they're not going to value it. So we need to hide it. So when they find it, it has value because they put effort into it.
Okay, but
It's really
see,
not that hard.
But they're not finding the flyers, Sherm. That's the problem.
Well, that's their problem.
No. Unfortunately, it's our problem. It's the city's problem.
Jessica Fletcher would have no problem finding these flyers.
Yeah,
and if you
but
ask
we
me,
know.
the people at this Crookmeyer Park or whatever it is, I'm sounding like troll bags. Let me take it back a notch. And if you ask me, people at this Shookmeyer Farm,
Schubacher.
Schubacher Park, people, we should have more Jessica Fletchers at this Schubacher Park,
Yeah, but
and
sweetie,
a
we
lot
live in
less
Utah.
Horatio Caines.
Yeah, but this is Utah. There isn't going to be any Jessica Fletchers here, dear.
No, she's in a couple episodes here.
No.
Do you want to hear my song about
No.
Angelica
I need you.
Lansbury? That's
I
not it.
do.
I need you to. I'm gonna make copies of flyers, and you're gonna rehang them, and you're gonna hang them properly this time.
So okay, I'm going to need you to define properly.
Hang them so that people can see them
Okay.
easily without any work.
Okay.
Make it easy for people because people are lazy. They don't want to work for that. Just
Okay.
make it easy for them.
I can do that.
Okay.
Gonna staple flyers
All
to
right.
people's
When you're done in the garage, please
foreheads.
remember to lock it up and make sure
Gonna
that
staple
nothing's missing from there.
flyers.
Thank you.
Gonna staple flyers
Goodbye,
to
Shrew. You're so
people's
weird.
foreheads. It's the song about that when I'm singing this song, 'cause I'm staple flyers. Staple flyers on people's foreheads.
I got
When
the
I'm-
gasoline, Sherm.
Oh, hey, what's up, bro?
Do you want to help me burn down the Youngblood's house?
Can we staple flyers to people's foreheads first?
Let's staple them to the Youngblood's house and then burn it down.
It'll be super visible. They'll be really
That's
well
right.
lit.
That's right. That's a great idea.
You're so smart.
Let's go.
Gonna burn down the house. It's the burn a house down song. Won't you sing along, my arsenic friend? Not the poison, like being arsony.
All right, so this is Marzella, and I'm going to resolve. She is going to tell the kids why their daddy went away for a little bit, and it ends well for me. All right, kids, sit down for dinner really quick. Pass the salad around. Make sure everybody gets some.
Hey, can you toss me some of that salad?
Yeah. Some mac and cheese.
We can't have mac and cheese. I didn't make that. Where'd that come from?
I want mac
Are you
and
sneaking
cheese.
the mac and cheese again?
I want milk
What did I
instead of
tell you
water.
about that?
I want milk
mac and
instead of
cheese.
water.
No.
My fork
No.
is dirty.
Well, that was your fault because you were supposed to do the dishes.
I
What did I
did do
tell
the
you?
dishes,
Apparently you
and-
didn't. If your
Well,
fork is
Mordecai was
dirty.
supposed to take the trash out, but he didn't.
And neither-
Jeremiah had to go do
Nephi
that
was
instead.
supposed to wash them before I put them in.
I need to talk to you guys about something.
What is it,
Sorry,
Mother?
sorry, Mommy.
It's okay. I love you guys. As you guys may have noticed, Daddy isn't here
Yeah,
anymore.
where's Daddy?
Are you guys going to talk about why no one celebrated my birthday last week?
Nobody, because we were all busy.
Shut up, Kip.
Okay, no
Let
worries.
Mommy talk.
There's always next year, I guess.
Isaiah, quit telling me what to do.
Do you guys miss your father or not? Do you want to hear this?
Yeah, where's
Okay.
Daddy?
Well, he had to go away for a little bit.
Where?
Did he go where the kitty went?
The kitty?
Yeah, to
Did he go to the farm?
Yeah, do you go to the farm?
Did he go to the
I
farm?
heard the
with
farm was
kitties?
nice. I hope he went to
With all
the farm.
kitties?
Is he checking
Yeah,
on the kitty?
Did he go to the kitty farm? Is he going to bring back a new kitty?
No.
Aw.
Sorry. But you can always go volunteer at the local humane society if you want to play with kitties all the time. Just throwing that out there.
Last time I did that, I got rabies. Remember? I got lockjaw and started foaming at the ears.
We had to bring in the squirrel that bit him, remember?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, but there was
Anyway,
a
I
squirrel.
thought it was a
I'm
chipmunk.
kidding.
Wasn't it a
Yeah,
chipmunk?
it was a chipmunk. He doesn't know his woodland creatures because he's adopted.
He is not adopted. Do not tell him that. Don't
I'm
tease your
Where's
don't
Daddy?
tease your brother
Where's
like that.
Daddy?
Where's
He
Daddy?
had
Where's
he had
Daddy?
to take a little trip. Where are your sisters at? Where are they at?
We're here.
I'm over here,
Hello,
Mommy.
mother
Okay.
dear.
We're sitting at the girl table.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
I
working on
forgot.
my
Not
deep
allowed to
voice.
speak at supper, you know this, mother. Thus saith the Lord.
I forgot we separated you guys.
We're at the
Sorry.
different table.
Yes. Okay. So your dad had to take a little trip. I don't really know how else to put this. He still loves you guys.
Excuse me, ma'am. Library enforcement.
Not again. Oh my God. Ring the doorbell.
No, we actually do not. We have a strict
We're in the
no-knock
middle of
policy.
dinner right now.
I will refer you to the back of your library card right now.
Mommy,
I'm gonna come
Mommy.
bother you at dinner one night. Just
Mommy.
watch.
We
why
have-
is that scary
It's
library
okay.
man
It's
so
okay.
fat?
He's just a library. man.
According to our records, you are approximately 4 days overdue on season 3 of The Waltons. We're gonna need that DVD box set back now.
Mommy,
Okay,
Mommy,
you can go look for it
We're
in
in
the
the middle
shelves.
No,
of
I'll
the
wait.
season. We're in the middle of the season.
yeah, John Boy was gonna get a new
Please.
You know,
track.
we
Can I
haven't-
Please. Can we
extend
keep
that?
We have an
keep it,
excellent online renewal system.
please?
You should really look into
I will
utilizing
do
it.
that right now. Just 1 second. Let me
Daddy,
grab my
Daddy says
phone.
computers are a tool of the devil.
It's okay. I'm using my phone. Because we don't have
Daddy
a
talked
computer.
about tools a lot.
obviously.
Yeah, Daddy liked tools.
Daddy likes tools a lot.
Okay, pause on your daddy really quick. We're gonna deal with this really quick.
okay.
Yeah.
Just like usual, everything.
Okay,
everything important
and
takes a
I
pause.
extended that renewal.
All right.
Shut up,
thing.
Kip.
Thank you.
Grad
Get out of my
Library
house now.
Inquisitors, you can turn off your flamethrowers. Library out.
I hate these librarians. They're
Ooh, that was close.
okay.
Bullseye.
Anyways, so your daddy loves you guys. You know that. You know that he loves you.
Yay.
But he doesn't love mommy anymore.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
Doesn't
So
I
I wish
love you, mommy.
Thank you,
Yeah, I love you
sweetie.
too,
Oh,
Mommy.
thank you, guys.
Shut up, Kip.
No, you guys don't need to fight over me. I love
He
you
doesn't
all.
love you because
He
he's
doesn't
adopted.
love you as much as I do because he's
None of
adopted.
you are adopted.
Mommy,
Who's at the
somebody's
door?
at the door.
Who's at the
Mommy.
door?
I like you.
Mommy.
Just 1 second.
Mommy, someone's at the door.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Elder Kevin, and I'm here to talk with you about the good news of our Lord and Savior and His latter-day mission.
I'm in the middle of dinner right now, so it's
Yeah, I know.
It's not really
I
a
want to
time.
talk to you
It's
about
not
is it,
really.
Mommy?
It's
Who
not.
is it,
It's not a.
Mommy?
It's not a
Who is
good
it,
time.
Mommy?
Who is it, Mommy?
It's not a good time.
Who
We
is
need
it?
to leave right now.
In the
Which
planet
yellow,
Kolob.
mother?
Is it Edward? Edward comes and
Children, just
sees
calm
me
down,
after
calm down.
school
This is-
Is it the
sometimes.
ghost of Joseph
Hi,
Smith?
Eat your
Edward.
dinner.
Take
Just
us
go ahead and
along?
eat your dinner, guys. Just
Pass me some of the mac and cheese.
Is this a bad time?
Yes, it is a bad time.
Oh.
As I've already said. We're in the middle of dinner right now. No, you cannot join.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, have
Goodbye.
a blessed day.
You too.
Wait, I have these pamphlets about our Bible study.
No, thank you. Don't.
Mommy, that
I-
guy was fat too. How come everybody's so fat that comes to our door?
I think it's probably because they eat so many mac and cheese, sweetie. See, that's what happens if you eat macaroni and cheese. You'll end up like that.
Worth it.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yummy.
I like it.
I know, but you don't want to look
Why
like
doesn't
that.
Daddy love you anymore?
Yeah.
I wish I knew that, sweetie, but I think he may have.
Is it because
He-
of the devil?
No, I think he may have fallen in love with somebody else.
Who did he fall in love with?
Was it Jesus?
Well, everybody's
old
in love with
Mrs.
Jesus. So
Was it Moses?
No, it wasn't Moses.
Was it
sweetie.
Noah?
No, it
Was it
wasn't
Jonah?
anybody. It wasn't anybody in the Bible, sweetie.
Was
it
it
was somebody.
David?
No, it's
Was it
actually
King Solomon?
somebody here in the community.
we're talking
Was
about
it
people
Adam?
No.
These are all
Was
people
it
in the
Ezekiel?
What are you guys singing?
Was it Isaiah?
Oh, hey.
What
hey,
where did
Miss
you learn that
Youngblood.
music? Okay,
Is it Isaiah?
guys.
What are those guys singing?
You know me, it's good old your old employee Sherm Bunkle.
Hi, Mr.
Go
Sherbunkle.
get some wine right now.
I noticed your door was open.
Okay,
so
guys,
I'm just
your
spraying
dad.
gasoline here in the living room.
What the? Where did you come from?
From the garage,
Ooh,
remember?
mommy almost said a cuss word. Ooh.
Mommy, put $1 in the jar.
Put $1 in the jar,
$1
mommy.
in the jar, mommy.
$1 in the jar. $1 in the jar.
All right, here's the dollar. See, it's going in the jar.
Yay! Soon we'll be able to get a Nintendo 64, guys. Yay!
I've been inspired. Dollar in the jar. We don't have very far.
I need more wine for this.
To get the Fox, star on our Nintendo 64.
Are you done?
That was beautiful. I'm gonna go back to pouring gasoline on stuff in here.
What?
Don't worry, it's just gasoline.
Wait, why are you pouring gasoline in my house?
I don't know. It's just what I was told to do.
Mommy, I'm getting a
To please with my
headache.
friend.
Yeah, the fumes are getting really bad.
Hey guys, you should go outside and play. I know it's.
Yay!
I know. Yeah, just go have fun.
Outside, 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 outside.
Bishop Raffle Youngblood decided to resolve, and it turns out that here at the Gay Straight Camp for gender reassignment back to the normalcy of what you're supposed to do according to the Bible, that's actually what it's called. I should have written that down. Here at the camp, I've led the world's most polite revolt and taken over the facility. All right, y'all. So, here's what we're going to do.
Uh-huh.
In the name of the Lord Jesus, we are going to overcome the chains of our bondage here at this camp.
Bondage.
And we are going to take over this facility and make it into the beautiful temple of the Lord that it really should be.
Yeah.
And
Sounds hot.
it is hot. It's about as hot as the chicken we're going to serve on Tuesday because, God damn it, it's been 3 weeks since we had chicken.
But I'm a vegetarian.
And that's fine. That's fine. The
You know the
Lord's,
kind of man I eat is,
the
or meat I
Lord-
eat is man.
the Lord loves all of you anyway. Whether you are a homosexual or a vegetarian
Yeah.
or some other
Sinner.
sinful, indulgent thing.
She could eat the curtains.
Hey,
The Lord will love you.
hey,
Oh no, it's the screw.
Yes, mister.
y'all being gay over here?
You know, honey, we're being
No.
whatever we want to be over here. Are you in or are you in?
Y'all being gay? No?
No.
Just
All
a
right.
little,
No.
just a little gay.
No.
Nope, stop that. Stop that. All right.
Now,
So strict.
Roger over here, Mr. Screw.
Y'all being gay?
Mr. Screw, can you come back, please? Roger wants to have a word with you. Now, one moment, please, Mr. Screw. Now, Roger, this is when you are going
My
to...
name is Clarence.
Yeah, this is when you are going to take the toothbrush that we have finally honed into an instrument of the Lord's righteous destruction and
Oh, right.
shove it right beneath the armpit,
10-4.
thus
I'm not ready
puncturing
for
the
that
man's
yet.
lung.
Excuse me,
Here we go.
rifle?
Ah,
Excuse me, rifle.
Wonderful. Yes.
Never mind, it's too late.
Oh, no. There is a toothbrush buried in my armpit.
I think that it is
A
a
toothbrush.
testament to your resolve against adversity, Mr. Screw, that you have managed to be stabbed several times in your lung, and that is the only thing that you have said or the only noise you have made. May God be with your soul. Now, Mr. Roger, this is when you are going to take your sandal and you're going to shove it up against Mr. Screw's throat as hard as you can until he ceases to breathe. This is how you will know he is with Jesus.
This is a really good plan.
You keep disappointing me. Every time you say the word shove, I get all excited, and then it's not what I want it to be.
Steve,
Guys, I think you got me on this.
there's plenty for you yet. There's plenty for you yet.
Yay.
So we're doing the sandal thing now?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me get...
Sounds like
So-
you're choking on something.
Fast forward.
Sexy.
Fast forward several hours. Several parts of the building are on fire, or smited by the Lord, as one would say. There's been, by and large, the revolt has been successful. We now have this building or compound, you might say.
Hooray!
We have several of the guards captive. Most of them have been killed in the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nice job, Rifle.
Thank you so much,
You're the
Steve.
best.
Steve, you were such a help. The way you hamstrung that one guard.
Ooh, that was fun.
I thought that sodomizing him before you delivered the Lord's justice upon him was an interesting choice, but I appreciated your enthusiasm.
Straight out of Deuteronomy.
It was fantastic. You did the Lord's work. Now that I
Old
have
Testament.
Now that I have you all here together, I just wanted to say that I think that you are all wonderful in your own ways. You are all so beautiful, wonderful sheep in the herd of Jesus, the shepherd, the great shepherd of men.
Except for Brian.
I would encourage you to take that negativity towards Brian.
Don't be
I
negative.
understand that certain post-traumatic symptoms came up from some trauma in Brian's life that caused him to consume the flesh of men. I think that was a misinterpretation of the quote from Nephi that I was speaking earlier. But it's fine. God forgives all of his men and women and children.
Well, he just uses too much teeth.
That'll be addressed at the next council meeting.
Hooray.
Now that we're all here together, and the great devil has been smoked,
Yeah.
has been taken and
like
rent
smoking the
asunder
devil.
by the righteousness of the Lord,
Yeah.
I just want to let each and every one of you know, as
Except for
members of this new church of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, here in this fine city of Colorado Springs, where they are tolerant, where they are forgiven, and they will welcome us with open arms.
Hooray.
Woo!
That now that we are a church, each of you is entitled and responsible for 10% of your income and welfare being tithed to the church. I will pass my hat around, and I would like your ramen noodles. I would like your Chips Ahoy cookies. 10%, that's all I ask, for the good of the church. They will go to the general fund of well-being here at the new tabernacle of Colorado Springs. Okay, so, Brian, stop, please. Stop. He's already dead. Stop, please.
That's really disgusting, Brian.
I can't help myself.
May the Lord be with you. May the Lord be with you, son. Now, Tina, if you could come along and pass the hat around. Oreos are fine. If you've got cigarettes to trade, that would be great.
What about
Sexual
celery?
favors are
You mean a
encouraged. That's an offensive word,
Don't-
and I don't
I think he was referring to a cigarette. He's a bit of an Anglophile.
Yeah, yeah.
That's also an offensive word. We don't smoke
Anglophile?
cigarettes. We are Mormons. And any kind of philia needs to be approved through the elder council. Thank you. Now, are there any questions, comments, or concerns here among the council that would like to be brought up to the group?
I would like to talk about the color of these walls.
Okay, I
It's
like it.
Yes,
hideous.
they
Oh,
are
it's awful.
pretty-
It's just
pretty bad.
awful.
Could we go for like a sea breeze, ocean mist green?
Think of some kind of sea foam. I'm seeing a sea foam.
Sea foam. That's the
Sea
word I was
foam,
looking for.
sea
Thank
foam
you,
green.
Curtis. Thank you, Curtis.
That's just a wonderful idea,
Sea
Steve.
foam, yeah.
Thank you for bringing it to the group. Let's put that on the agenda
Sea
for next week's meeting.
Great.
Okay. Any other questions or concerns? Yes. What would you like, Mr. Gregory?
Bradley.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bradley. In the fracas, I mixed you up with your twin brother. Go
Where do
ahead,
I
Bradley.
score the coke around here? Who do I gotta blow to get some blow? If you know what I'm saying.
The Coca-Cola machines were tipped over to crush the
my
other
God.
Steven. But
Dying
I
here.
believe that there are still a few Coca-Colas in the machine, caffeine-free, of course.
I might as well just shoot myself.
Not a bad idea, Bradley.
That is an old throwback. All right, well, you guys have been wonderful. Now, I'm going to get back to stockpiling the firearms and gasoline in the basement because I'm pretty sure the FBI will be here soon. I remember Waco and all of the things that happened there, and I want to be prepared. Now, all of you guys should be saying your prayers, and don't forget the tithe. All right, Tina,
Yes.
that's on you. That's your responsibility.
Okay. Got it.
Don't forget the tithe.
And I'll go to
Okay.
Home Depot and check some bear samples.
I think that if you were to leave the compound at this point, we would have no choice but to murder you
That'd be a problem.
because we really need to hold out for as long as possible so we can shore up our defenses.
Oh no,
Okay, sure.
Frank set up a Home Depot out of his storage locker.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I
no, it's
see.
fine.
I thought that was some sort of euphemism. Like you can get anything you need at Home Depot sort of thing.
Yeah, he's always saying, "Let's do this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what the you actually
No,
are
he has-
saying he has supplies.
He has a hardware
Yeah,
store.
I thought when he said he
a
had
hardware store.
Yeah, I thought when he
inside
said he
his
had
storage locker.
a bunch
Yeah.
of tools and some hardwood that he was talking about his tool and his
No,
hardwood.
it's
I
just
have
like
I
to-
thought that too.
I have to admit, I thought the same
That's-
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
you guys are fucking gross.
Wow. Okay.
No, that comes
Language.
after. That's after the council meeting is when we fuck Gross.
Yeah, I can hardly. wait.
Richard Gross over there, he's been waiting for it all day.
I move to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Do I have a
A
second on the
second.
floor?
Second.
Motion
I'm a journeying
moves.
and moving.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
The loyal Solomon is resolving his relationship with the Bishop Rifle Youngblood. He's going in the back door as per usual, and spots. Yeah, he's he's coming in the back door as per usual, and he spots his nephew Verl D. Marfins, Volkswagen Golf in the front yard with all kinds of manner of pitchfork and hell-raising accoutrement within the back seat. Yeah, that you can get at a farm. So, and it's going well. This will end somehow. This will end well for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what's that? What's that queer smell I had? Wait, what is it? This smells like gasoline. What guy's name is going on?
Pouring gasoline in the basement.
What in?
Pouring gasoline in the basement.
Is this some kind of fucking weird new transcendental
Deloyle.
music? What, Verl? Verl D? What are you doing here? What's going on? Why are you at the Youngblood? Why are you at the bishop's house right now? You aren't part of the faith. You
I'm
can't
just,
just walk into the bishop's house. This ain't-
You did.
Well, you see about that, I was looking to return a videotape. My business here is neither here nor there. What are you doing here with this old bag of bones, shrum, bunkle? We're pouring gasoline everywhere. We're gonna try and just start a fire or something.
Well, first of all, his name's Sherm, and he's my friend.
Yeah.
And we're pouring gasoline because you're an asshole.
Oh, what A words?
Sherm, close your ears. Close your ears for just a minute, Sherm.
Okay.
Sing a song about your ears being closed.
Well, you know what, Verl?
Deloyle, you shut up and listen to me, you motherfucker. I'm gonna call you as many fucking names as I can right now while Sherm can't hear me, because it offends him real bad. But you motherfucker, you burned my goddamn albums, you cocksucking son of a bitch, and I mean that literally. And I know you're sucking the cock of the bishop, and you're fucking him in the ass, and I don't know if you're pitching or catching, but I've had it with your shit, and it's too easy to burn your fucking house down, so I'm burning the bishop's house down, you sack of shit, to get back at you. You took away everything I love when you broke all my records. I'll take away everything you love, you son of a bitch. Okay, Sherm. Okay, Sherm. You can uncover your ears now.
I really like that song. I think it has a Randy Newman vibe.
Yeah, that was real good, Sherm.
Well, Verl, I suppose I gotta admit when a man's wrong in this world, and you know what? That's right about now. I was wrong, and I was wrong to burn all your stuff, and you know what? I'm a gay man, and I can live with that. I don't know if you can, but I know one thing. All those hippy-dippy jam bands you listen to, they don't preach this kind of debauchery and recklessness and hateful and arsony. I know they don't be preaching arsony.
Are you gay too? That's cool.
Yeah, it's not the gay thing I have a problem with. You
Well,
burned
then-
all my stuff. I'm just trying to,
I mean, don't you think you're being a little excessive
We're burning
right now?
things? I thought we were just filling the basement with gasoline.
Sherm, cover your ears again. That was...
Just a quick question, Verl. How do you know Shrum?
Sherm, I met Sherm at the Bob Doyle's Dead Arms show. And he's also a member of my Schoolhouse Rock discussion society. Okay, Sherm. All right, Sherm.
Well, what's it gonna take for me to get your blessing us, so to speak? We're stuck together side by side for a while, and if I know your father, he ain't coming back. Hell, he probably's not even in that facility anymore. He probably hightailed it for Mexico and all the Colorado Springs.
I'll tell you what, Deloyle. If you buy me a new stereo and let me play my music in your house, I'll try and remember what my voice originally sounded like, and I won't burn the bishop's house down.
Well, I feel like that's a pretty good deal, Verl.
But I can't promise anything on the voice. But I won't burn the house
I won't
down.
hold you to that. Man's got to walk the path he speaks of, and we're all guilty of such transgressions.
It's been a long time since we first started talking.
Reconciliation.
Come on, sing with us, Deloyle. Reconciliation. Reconciliation.
Family together. This is one of those multi-verse singing over each other's numbers.
Families stays together.
Your boat gently. That's
Mop up the gasoline. So Verl de Marfin is going to establish, and he and Sherm are finishing cleaning up the gasoline, and he looks out the window and he sees that the sun's going down and the full moon is starting to rise. And somehow this will go well for him. Families gotta stay together. Sherm,
Yeah.
the moon's coming up. The moon's coming up. Sherm, here, come over here. How small do you get?
Oh, it doesn't work like that.
Well, what happens?
get big.
You're a huge chipmunk?
Yeah, I'm like half man, half chipmunk.
Oh. I thought you got small.
No, like, does a werewolf shrink down to a wolf size?
Well, no. Oh. I should have done more research. Because I thought wolves are kind of big to begin with.
They're not big like people, though.
Oh. Okay. Deloyle, run upstairs. Run upstairs real quick to the garage. Oh, wait, we're in the basement. There must be chains down here. Try to find some chains or some ropes or some bungee cords or maybe fishing line.
Roger that. I know exactly where that stuff is, believe me.
I figured you might. A leather strap or two, maybe. Ooh, and I'm sure there's a ball gag here somewhere. Grab that.
Guys, my cheeks are getting really fuzzy.
I know. You're getting really cute.
Okay,
That worries me.
Well, this is
you're
what,
so unnaturally ugly.
This is just what was on hand, but I got a ball gag. I got fuzzy cuffs. I got real cuffs. I got a leather belt. I got a steel belt. I got one of those weirdo rope swing things.
Okay, that'll all work. You tie him to the chair. I'm gonna run upstairs and get one of Marzella's bras.
Sure. Stay with me, man. Here, give me your hand. I'm tying
feeling
it.
the call. Feeling the call.
The call of the what?
I got the bra. Now, here's what we have to do.
For what in the Sam hell's going on down here?
Okay, it's very important. Okay, I don't have time to explain everything. Sherm is a weremunk, and
What in the Sam hell is a weremunk?
Just shut up and listen.
Moncanthropy.
It's moncanthropy.
Moncanthropy.
He's gonna turn into a were chipmunk. Because it's the full moon. We've got to tie him up, and there's a rite we have to perform. That's R-I-T-E, right. We have to perform. We need this unusually large bra, because Marzella is stacked. And we need to tie him up. We need to put one of our heads in one cup of the bra. The other guy needs to put his head in the other cup of the bra. And we need to dance around in a circle and sing Cotton Eye Joe. And we have to do it before the moon reaches the top of the trees.
Well, he's in there for good. He ain't going anywhere.
Guys,
Trust
I
me,
want to
those
hold
knots
my
won't
hands
slip.
really close to my face and nibble on something.
Don't nibble on anything.
Let's do this,
Don't
bro.
nibble on
With you and
anything,
me,
Sharon.
buddy.
Come on, Deloyle, ready? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh.
Fit in, been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I've been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
He's getting unnaturally ugly again.
Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago.
Where did you come from?
Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I've been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
I think it worked. Sherm? Sherm, are you with us? Sherm, are you with us? Sherm, open the door. Sherm, open the door. He's cured. Thanks, Deloyle. We did it.
That was, trust me, I've been in a lot of weird situations in this basement, but that is by far the weirdest thing that has happened to me in this basement.
I don't disagree.
Shermbunkle is going to face his fears now that he has exercised the beast within. He's going to try out for Salt Lake City's Professional Forensics League team, the Salt Lake City Browns. It's not funny. That's the problem. It's super not funny. It still makes me giggle. All right. Okay. There's only good chips left, so it's going good for him.
Next, Mr. Bunkle.
I can do this.
You might remember Mr. Bunkle from his classic tragic breakdown
I can do this.
back in the early 90s.
I can do this.
I do remember it well, Carl. Welcome back to ESPN3's live coverage of the Combine for the National Forensics League, the NFL Combine.
Well, it's been a great show out here, guys. We've seen a lot of men out, guys, girls. Everybody's been out, really formulating those sentences, getting good syntax, pulling, pretty esoteric facts out. So it's been a good day for forensics, all in all.
It has been.
This is going to be a big day for Shermbuncle.
Yep.
He's
Redemption.
trying to redeem himself after one of the most chilling, breathtaking, cataclysmic breakdowns in the history of forensics, really in the history of sports.
Well, there's a reason why they call doing something like that, pulling a bunkle, and hopefully he doesn't do one here.
Yeah. Actually, we have a clip of Bunkle's last time on the field. We can see that real quick. And I'm afraid that's all we can show you due to the
brutal.
FCC regulations.
Absolutely, we are forbidden from replaying the remainder of it due to how it may trigger
It's
some
that bad, folks.
sensitive
It's that
viewers.
bad.
All right,
think
next
Joe
on the block.
Theismann. Think Joe Theismann.
Next on the block is Bunkle with his tryout for the Browns. Here he goes.
All right, Mr. Bunkle, your topic is going to be coal mining in the north of England, late 1800s.
Ooh, tough pull. Let's see how he does with it.
Shut up, Kip.
I think that the struggles of the coal miners of the 1800s in northern England could best be summed up in the language of God.
Ooh, interesting tactic.
It seems pretty familiar to me, Steve.
We're mining gold.
His voice has improved.
We're mining coal.
It's a little
Like where
pitchy
he's going
dog,
with
a
this.
little
It's
pitchy
a little
dog.
pitchy. It's a little pitchy, but
slow
he's on
start,
point.
but he's onto something here. I like it.
Dead arm Bob Dole.
Speak about esoteric.
Yeah, esoteric.
Esoteric
There you go.
facts.
That's a
Yeah,
nice pull.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's dusty and musty and danky and stanky.
Oh, excellent rhyming.
Inside rhyme, which is something we have not
Very
seen in
good.
a very long time.
They kill the Irishmen.
Oh, he sounded a little unsure of that fact. That might count against him.
Yes, they did.
Oh, there he goes.
nailed it.
Brilliant turnaround
Nailed
there.
it.
Wonderful
Brilliant turnaround.
rhetoric.
Yeah, yeah,
Wonderful
yeah,
rhetoric.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to score some big points with the coaching staff.
The coal mine is the belly of the beast.
Ooh, nice metaphor.
Octave
Nice
change
metaphor.
from deep bass to falsetto. You really can't coach that. That's natural talent.
Let's see if we can bring it home.
From the wizard lair to the lightning chair.
There he goes
He
again.
slipped a little bit. He slipped a little bit.
All high dragons agree.
Losing focus.
Oh.
Let's see how he pulls it together here.
Wait for it. I think he's got something
I think he's
real
got it.
special.
He's
I
building
think he's
himself
got
up
it.
here, folks.
He's got two
something.
in the chamber.
When we mine coal
Ah, bring it around.
and use men's labor, it's like we all go pee our pants.
Breathtaking.
I've
Breathtaking.
never seen anything
I'm
exhilarating in
allergic
my
to really
33
good
years.
forensics.
I am
That's it right
speechless
there.
right now. That
The
is
entire
one of
coaching
the-
staff is
you
on
can
their
hear the
feet.
crowd. Let's turn
Bunkle
on
Bunkle has returned.
You love
Bunkle
me.
has
You
returned.
really love
Unbelievable. The way that he brought in the religious beliefs of those hillbilly yokel coal miners in the 1800s in the
Yes.
North. Scotland really, in the Newcastle area,
Really
and
well
really
known for
brought them
being-
in
yeah.
and segued them into the plight of the working man in such an unexpected and original way, with the octave shift, the uncertainty, followed by the certainty, the finality of it.
Indeed, it was
just marvelous,
fantastic.
just breathtaking.
Smash cut to 4 months later. With their first pick in the 2015 Forensics Draft, the Salt Lake City Browns select Sherm Bunkle.
Speech.
Your topic will be being selected in the draft.
How you feel right now?
This is what an encore is like at a forensics tournament.
I'm really honored to be living my dream right now. I would like to thank all the people that made it happen. I'd like to thank my good friend and mentor, DeLoyal Solomon.
Son of a
I
bitch.
would,
He did it.
and my dearest friend, Verl DeMarfin, who we remember that time we almost burned down a guy's house, and I just thought we were filling it with gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Thanks. Also, I would like to not thank my old boss, Marzella Youngblood, because she never understood true marketing synergy strategies. Look at me now. And finally, I would like to point out a member of our community who could not be with us today, Bishop Rifle Youngblood. And I know this is a controversial shout out, as it were, since him and his Pink Raiders have been causing terror across the heartlands of America. But I knew the man, not the legend, of Bishop Rifle Youngblood. And I think it's important we recognize his humanity, as well as the cause for which he fights with hellish fury for. Also, big ups to Joseph Smith.
What?
Okay, thanks.
All right, this has been ESPN3's coverage of the National Forensics League draft.
Coming up,
And
we got Mahjong tournaments live.
That's right after this message from
Smithy's
Overhead
Barrows.
Doors and Smithy's Barrows, now with wheels.
Okay, so this is Marzella Youngblood, and she is slowly losing her mind. She's sitting in the house, drinking a glass of wine with the kids running amok around her, going crazy, and she loses it, and somehow that ends well for me.
Shut up, Kip!
Shut up, Kip! Shut up, Kip! You're nothing. Kip is a loser. Kip is a loser. Kip is adopted.
I don't know.
Kip is adopted.
Oh,
Entire
we're
time.
having fun, aren't we, guys? It's good to laugh.
Yeah, laugh at you, Kip. You're so stupid.
Hey, boys.
Yes, mommy.
Mommy needs a favor, really quick.
Yeah.
Would you mind running to the store for me, really quick?
Do you need some slom joms?
Yeah, I need some of those. So here's some money.
Mommy.
Yes.
If I go to the store for you, can I get mac and cheese?
Sure, whatever. Sweetie.
Yay!
Here's some money for you all. Make sure to watch out for your sisters, okay? I need you all to keep an eye out for each other.
Okay.
We aren't
Okay.
allowed to go out in public.
Yeah, the sisters are in the girl shed.
We're Mormons, after all.
I forgot about that. Oops.
Yeah, everybody forgets about the girls. And so
Well-
I thought that's how it was supposed to be, mommy.
Well, let them know. Go get them out of the shed. Let them know they can go to the store too and give them some money as well. Just,
Okay,
Yeah, they
but
deserve to
only
bet, too.
only about 60% as much as we got, right?
Hey, let's just
Whatever.
take the
Just-
money
yeah,
and
just-
leave the girl.
just get out of here. Please just leave.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
want to do it, Kim?
Thanks, mommy.
I don't know. but-
Shut up.
God. I can't believe I've been a mom this entire time. I don't. I should have left him a long time ago. I can't believe we just stayed together just for these damn kids. They're not even mine. They're not even mine. We adopted them. They're adopted.
Excuse
Don't
me,
tell them that.
library enforcement.
Oh my god! I already extended my renewal on that. What do you want?
I know. Our
Been like
records,
20 minutes.
our records indicate that you have a copy of Under the Tuscan Sun that is three 3 weeks overdue.
I don't believe that. I need proof of that because I don't think I've ever watched that movie.
It's right here, as you can see on my special wrist-mounted Library-atron.
Oh, that's my husband. He must have rented that for me.
Does he live in this household?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, could you tell us where to find him?
I wish I could. He's at some rehab center somewhere in Colorado Springs. I don't know.
Ma'am, maybe if you cleaned up your house more often.
You know what?
You could
I've been through a lot. I do not need to clean my house right now.
find where library materials might be left.
No, I don't need to because, I'm about to burn this house down, so I don't need to clean it. I'm not about to clean it before I burn it down. That seems so stupid.
We will have to charge you for that DVD if you burn your house down with the DVD in it.
Fine. Can you go look for it? I'm sure it's on the shelf somewhere.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I work for the library. I don't do your job for you.
This isn't my job. Isn't it your job to get the DVD?
Yeah, I check it out to you, and it is your job to check it back in.
I don't get paid for that.
It's a
That's not my
lending library.
job.
You borrow it. You don't just take it for free.
Have you ever heard of social contract theory?
Lady, we have camps for people like you.
Oh,
Yeah, we got
really?
camps.
Yeah, camps.
Shut up, kid.
Shut up, Steve.
All right, Grand Library Inquisitors. Let's go fill out the execution paperwork.
Yep.
More paperwork.
We'll
This
be
is the
back in-
third one this fucking week.
5 to 7 business days.
God, I hate those librarians so much. I can't wait to burn this house down. They won't bother me anymore as my stupid husband keeps renting these stupid DVDs and not returning them. I don't rent stuff from the library. God. Oh, I'm going to go down to the basement.
Yeah, people borrow stuff from libraries.
What was that? Is my house haunted? I'm going to burn this down. So I'm in the basement.
We did it. Your weird friend isn't quite as weird anymore.
You guys are still here? I thought you left.
Oh,
What
we're on
happened?
our way
Why
out.
is your friend all chained up and everything?
Oh, we're
With-
going to undo him now. He was about to turn into a chipmunk, but we saved him.
Oh, good. That's great. I didn't.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
let's
How
go.
about that?
what he said.
Wait.
Leaving
Yeah, you
the
guys poured the
basement,
gasoline and everything, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm gonna try out for the Salt Lake City Browns.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
I'll help
about
you
it.
practice. Come on.
Let's go.
You can do it, sure. You can do it.
Thanks. Basement.
Let's see if they left any matches here for me really quick. They did. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Marcella walks off into the distance with a Victorian bishop's mansion behind her ablaze.
Well, Miss Youngblood, as you know, you have been a loyal customer of Joseph Smith Insurance for 35 years now. Your policy is
JSAA.
in good standing. And so I'm very sorry about your loss of your house, but here is your settlement check for $785,000.97.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Sure, Bunkle. I got 10 black. Pretty good. All things considered, you're coming out of this smelling like a rose. You're a little better off. Maybe you got the girl, or maybe you just didn't get caught.
This is Marzella Youngblood, and I got 7 black. Got pathetic. You'll suffer. Oh, dear God, will you suffer? And everyone will know of your malfeasance and your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency. You're probably going to be locked up, too.
This is the Bishop Rifle Youngblood, and I got myself a white 2, merciless. You might not be dead on the outside, but you are sure as heck, it says the H word, but I'm going to say heck, are dead on the inside. The emotional or mental wounds you have suffered will never heal. The future is a brick wall.
DeLoyal Solomon got pathetic You'll suffer, oh dear God, will you suffer, and everyone you know, and everyone will know of your malfeasance, your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency. You're probably going to be locked up, too.
And Virl DeMarfin, I got 7 white. Weak. Hey, you're busted, beat, and broke down, but at least you've learned a lesson about human greed and frailty, right? It'll serve you well in prison, which is where you are probably headed.
This is the Bishop Raphael Youngblood speaking to everyone on behalf of the Colorado Springs Tabernacle of the Church of Latter-day Saints. I hope y'all can hear me in the back through this megaphone. I know it's difficult with the gas masks on to hear what's going on, but try real hard because what I'm about to say is pretty darn important.
DeLoyle is exiled out of town for his romantic endeavors with the
proclivity.
Yeah, romantic endeavors with the bishop, and
what's wrong with his curtains?
He's on the stretch of highway out of town trying to hitch a ride, and he gets picked up by a creepy ass, possibly murderous hitchhiker, truck driver. So,
all right, so Virl is he's leaving the arena where he went to the draft to see his friend Sherm get selected to the Browns, and he doesn't notice that there's 2 guys in suits following him.
Sherm Bunkle is proud to start for the St. Louis, not
Salt Lake City.
for the Salt Lake City Browns. As their extemporaneous cornerback.
Marzella Youngblood, she got all that money from burning her house down from the insurance. She gives a couple million to all of her kids so they can go and take care of themselves, and she decides to take off to Europe.
All right, so I know we went over this in righteousness training. When you see them, you're going to want to try and put 2 in the chest and 1 in the head. Now, remember, they're going to be wearing special vests created by the devil to try and repel God's mercy and justice. So you're going to want to make sure you place those shots real careful like, okay? Go for any seams or any place where it seems that they might have weaknesses, especially in the face, not in the top of the head where the helmets are. Those helmets are tools of the devil. Is everybody clear on that? Now, there's going to be tear gas and possibly thermite and all sorts of flashbang grenades, all right? They are going to try and blind you from the path of righteousness. You need to be able to have the resolve and the wherewithal when that happens to make sure you know where that came from and fire in that direction, because they will try and misdirect you. The devil is a liar and a trickster, and you must make sure that God's righteousness comes down upon them.
okay, how you doing there, partner? This is my name's DeLoyle. What's your handle? So they say on the road. Killer. That's a interesting name you got there, Killer. How'd you come by that? Oh, that's a mighty colorful history you got there, Killer. How about you let me off over on that corner right there? Yeah, the one right. Well, how about this one coming up right here? You let me off on the corner right here, Killer. That'll do. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna open the door. Oh, okay. Well, you gotta unlock the door for me, Killer. Killer, what are you doing to me, Killer? Come on, Killer.
This is Virl DeMarfin. He gets to his car, and the 2 men in suits that he didn't see grab him by his shoulders, and they say, "Burlington Delfino Marfin, We need to have a word with you. We're from the FBI.
Midway through his first season, Sherm is also visited by men in black suits. They say they're from the FBI. His arrest hits all the major ESPNs.
So both of them.
Oh. Marzella arrives in Italy, and it was great. She ends up falling in love with this awesome Italian man, younger Italian man. She ends up buying all of these luxurious things for their lovely apartment, and she ends up realizing that he's gone and spent all of her money that she got from the insurance.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, here they come. Now, Steve, it's vitally important that if they breach the inner sanctum, okay, that you take that book of matches that I gave you and you throw it down the garbage chute. What this will do is cause a massive explosion of fire and brimstone like Sodom and Gomorrah that will evacuate all of the air from the outer sanctum where the workers of the devil will be. Are we clear on this, Steve? Steve, I need you to be with me here. I need you to be with me here. It's do or die time in a very literal sense. Are you with me?
After a very close encounter with a notoriously active serial killer, Killer T McStabbington, Deloyle Solomon.
Just a stage name.
Yeah. Deloyle Solomon finds himself on the outskirts of a welcoming community of like-minded exiles.
The problem was when the FBI agents opened the trunk of Verl DeMarfin's car, he found his LSD making equipment. So while he was just being brought in for questioning on suspicion of arson, he was actually arrested for the manufacturing and distribution of drugs.
That sounds pretty shitty.
The FBI guys were really nice. They gave me a cheese sandwich. I was released 2 days later. They said that I was unfit to stand trial. So I just went back and kept playing for the NFL. And, you know, I had an okay career, I guess, for a couple of years. Now I own a car dealership.
Marzella Youngblood, after finding out that her lovely new Italian boyfriend spent all of her money that she had, her time in Italy, she became really good friends with the Italian mafia and decides to do a little bit of work with them. Fortunately, she wasn't the greatest at that and ended up getting caught and spent a lot of time in the Italian jail over in...
Your Honor. All of this mumbo jumbo about me being the head of some sort of Pink Raiders organization is slander and lies. And I cannot explain or help you comprehend beyond what I have why exactly I'm the only surviving person from this. I mean, the Alavo had one survivor. I mean, they sent him off to be able to tell the story, and that's how I feel. Those courageous men and women there at that treatment center who were misguided and did not quite understand themselves or the world tried to tell me to spread the word of what they had done there. And of course, I, for one, think that is a travesty and it is ludicrous, and I think that sentencing me to death for the murder of 14 FBI agents is short-sighted. Yes, Your Honor. I understand. We can appeal this, right?
Deloyle Solomon, like a horse to the pasture, finds himself in a conflicted love triangle with the local head of whatever cockamamie crazy religion this group of exiles believes, and finds himself once again strung up on the side of town looking to get picked up by murderous hitchhikers.
Burl de Marfin, during his time in prison, formed a band with some of his cell block mates. They got a song released called Sometimes When I'm Feeling Sad, with the co-writing credit to Sherm Bunkel. It was a #1 hit, but the warden, secretly behind their backs, put all the publishing rights in his name and locked them all up for an extra 30 years for no reason, so they'd never see a dime of it. All right. And that's it. I am Bob Morse.
Jonathan Markin.
Christelle Madden.
And somehow Greg Riley.
Red Webster.
And that's The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast. We'll see you next week.
Yay, thanks for listening, guys.
Well, boys and girls, that's our story for this week. We hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed making it for you. If you enjoyed this game and would like to play your own game of Fiasco, why not head over to bullypulpitgames.com and learn more about it? Or head to your local game shop and buy your own copy of the rulebook. You can follow this show on Twitter @TiltPodcast or on our Facebook page. If you'd like to send us an email, you can do that to the address tiltpod@gmail.com. The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast, is a Dr. Bob Media production. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next Wednesday.